Oh, shit. Yeah,
And
I forgot about the coffee on the stove. Did you?
I turned it off, yeah.
Cool.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, pussies.
Cafe con leche. You know, I've been doing the crosswords recently. They're so hard. They're hard as fuck, dude. Like,
How many times do you think they've repeated words, though?
it happens all the fucking time, dude. Like,
You're like, oh, I had this word like 6 weeks ago?
not just the same word, the same fucking clue. Well, like,
Did they ever give you the same clue but a different word?
I haven't had that happen yet. That would drive me crazy. Yeah, crosswords are weird. They have all these extra rules. Not like rules, but like the way that a hint is worded itself is like part of the hint. So like if there's an abbreviation in the hint, that means the answer is an abbreviation. If it's in quotation marks, it means one thing. If there's a question mark, it means that it's a pun. It's like there's all these like crazy.
Is there like a key in the?
No, there's no key. You just have to know the word. Yeah, you just have to know.
Well, no. Like you have to just know that like a question mark makes it a pun or stuff like that.
Yeah, there's no key.
How'd you find out? Reddit?
Darcy looked it up at one point. Like,
damn, you're doing crosswords puzzles. You're making pickles.
Yeah.
Karl moved out and turned 50. Karl said he's making pickles, which I think is cool. I would enjoy making pickles.
It literally takes 2 seconds. You could do it today when you get done the podcast.
But Karl said he was going to give everybody pickles for Christmas, and I said that's like the oldest thing. Like, you know, you're getting old when you give everybody the same homemade present. That's kind of and. Remember, you guys remember, for the handful of people who've been here, remember my beer that I said I was going to brew?
I was just going to say, bro, where's my holiday lager,
it's
bro?
sitting in the fucking closet. My brew kit is sitting in the closet.
Yeah, I thought about it the other day because you gave me one of the pop bottles that I drank water out of.
Yeah. Oh, who's really hot? Ha! You are.
We both are.
I'm going to turn down.
Oh, yeah, I am a little past 12. Oops. Yeah, dude, you need to make your, what is it, an IPA in there?
I don't even fucking remember. I don't know. I don't know.
Do it.
Well, I'm sober now for the foreseeable, like, next 2-3 weeks, maybe a month.
Okay, the beer's not going to be ready in a day.
True. Maybe I'll break my sobriety with
your own beer.
My own beer. So basically what happened, guys. So this is the same reason we missed last week. Karl and I...
That sounds so bad. It's like you're sober now, and this is why we missed last week.
No, we had a friend visiting, and our good buddy Andrew Harvey, and he came out to visit, and we had a fantastic time. We wrote a song, or we didn't write a song. We recorded the song, and so we spent the entirety of our trip in the woods or in the studio. So we went to Kings Canyon.
Or in a bar.
Oh, did we go to a bar?
Just MacLeods.
Oh, the first day.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That doesn't count.
So we were in the woods or in the studio, but the whole time we were drinking. And we went to Kings Canyon. Beautiful fucking area. We slept outside. It was like 38 degrees, which was fun. It's always fun.
It's like way more comfortable than I was prepared for it to be.
Yeah.
I was ready to be like so uncomfortable.
Well, because we've done winter camp before, which when we go winter camping, it's like fucking 12 degrees.
I feel like I was colder when we went to Malibu Creek.
Because you probably weren't prepared. Because you were probably like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. I'll bring a sweatshirt and my sleeping bag and I'll be all right.
I had long johns and...
I'm not going to lie, I got hot at one point. So it's 38 degrees outside. Pretty fucking cold. I bought this big ass sleeping bag.
He's very proud of it.
I'm super proud of it. It's a 0 degree bag, but usually 0 degree bags are super expensive. They're usually like $200, $250 minimum. But this one was $50 because it doesn't compact well. It's just it's basically just a massive fucking thick ass blanket. So I had that. Yeah, long johns, big socks, a couple sweatshirts on. And at one point in the night, I got so hot, I had to like take some of that off. But I'm always really weary whenever we go camping and it's going to be cold outside and I know I'm going to be drinking, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to accidentally get hypothermia. Because
you did almost, right? You like went to do something in the middle of the night and you like almost fell asleep in just your t-shirt or something like that.
Well, I remember, you guys know the story about Club Dry and Colin, our buddy Colin, who like fell asleep in the rain just on the ground, and he was like shivering in his sleep because he was so fucked up. Like that scared me to the point where I'm like, all right, I can never do that. Yeah, but we were drinking, and then I fell asleep in my tent, and I got too hot, and I tried to take off my one layer of sweatshirt, and I accidentally took off everything except for my t-shirt. And then I was like really tired and pretty drunk. So I like laid back down. I was like, okay, I'll put that on in a second. And then I like woke up who knows how long later. And I was like, it's not cold. But I was like, uh-oh, this is how people accidentally freeze.
Were you in your sleeping bag?
No, I was on top of it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was just in the open.
That's crazy. I bought a lantern, a nice little gas lantern for the camping trip. Yeah,
pretty
it's fun.
sick.
You know,
Pretty
the old
sick.
school lanterns, they have the mandals on them and you light those. And, you know, anybody older than like 25 probably either remembers one from their childhood or owns one. Kids these days don't know about it. Kids these days, they just want to use their phones for light. We use gas-powered lanterns.
You should get an oil lamp.
That would be crazy. I feel like extremely dangerous.
Yeah, we went on this gorgeous fucking 8-mile hike. I almost died. Just
You did? Oh,
yeah, just
you
from
mean
like well, so it's an 8-mile hike. It's 4 miles in, 4 miles out. 4 miles in, it's a 2,000-foot elevation gain, which is not the craziest thing in the world, but it's pretty. It's up there.
You're going up.
You're going up.
It starts at 7,000 feet.
That's
as
the
well.
kicker. It starts at 7,000 feet above sea level, and then you end at like 9,000. So, if you don't go hiking, the air gets thin up there. Not a lot of oxygen. So I was fucking dying. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm an out of shape fuck, but like, other than that, I knew it wasn't just me being out of shape when we got to the top, because I would take like 4 steps and I would be out of breath. And I was getting like lightheaded. Yeah. So we get to the top of this mountain, sucking wind, just fucking dying. And there's this alpine lake. We swam in the lake. It was really fucking cold, but goddamn was it cool. Had a couple beers.
I caught a fish.
You did catch a fish.
I didn't get to eat it, unfortunately, because the line broke. But Jake, our good friend, when he was coming to meet me on the other side of the lake, there's this big rock that you could jump off into the water. He was sliding down a rock and a fish hook got him. And it had like 1.5 foot of line on it. Jake, what are some snacks that you bring hiking? RX bars,
Trail mix.
maybe a PB&J if you have like a short hike and you can prepare more.
I never go sandwich.
You don't sandwich hike?
You sandwich. I never sandwich.
I was disappointed I didn't sandwich this time. But anyways, anybody ever bring 5 tins of canned sardines with them on a hike? 5 cans of sardines on the hike.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I bring tuna.
But you bring the packets.
I bring the packets. You guys know the little lunch packs, because they're flat and they can slide in your pack and they don't weigh much, and they can like fit stuffed in there. Anyway,
I'm not a tuna guy, but if I was, that would be great. Jake brought canned sardines. Like, you should never be bringing anything that sits in oil, garlic, and olives. Like,
yeah,
it's like ridiculous. Also, that's a lot of trash to hike out. Like the metal tin and the lid that peels up and it curls. And it's annoying as fuck. Anywho,
especially because you can't like wash it. I mean, you could in the lake, I guess, but
right,
it's gonna get all over your bag. Did he?
Yeah.
He hiked it out?
Brought him out. Yeah, he washed him in the lake and then took him down with him.
Man, those fish are eating good right now.
Yeah,
they got a taste for garlic. Now they have an Italian accent.
Yeah. So anyway, it actually became convenient because we had the hook and the line, and I was like, we're going to catch a fucking fish. Give me your sardines. So I hook a little piece of sardine in. Sardines are so flaky, though. It was really hard to actually get it to stay on the hook, but we got it. And then eventually it fell off or something like that, and I turned around to get another piece, and Jake ate the entire tin of sardines. And then I had to open a second tin.
Well, he was hungry.
Eventually we caught a fish, and the line snapped off the stick that I tied it to. But I got it up and above my head for a split second.
It was pretty sick.
It
also,
time.
okay, so we're at this lake, this at the top, and it's kind of in like this big like rock dome because you're on the side of a mountain, and it's really quiet. And there's like another group of hikers, and it's like really quiet. So we're kind of like talking softly or whatever because it echoes so much.
Oh yeah,
the
it was
only
crazy.
thing you hear is like when occasionally, like when we would jump in, it was so fucking cold. You'd come out and you'd be like, "Whoa!" Right?
Yeah.
And then it would echo, and then we're like, I'm talking to Andrew and Colin, and then we hear from across the lake. It's so fucking loud. You just hear Jake and Karl scream. They're like, "Yeah!" And that's because they got a fish, and then it drops, and they go, "No!"
We could not contain ourselves in that moment even a little bit.
Everyone's over there trying to have a peaceful time.
I remember, well, Jake and I had walked around the lake. It was probably like, I don't know, like 300 feet across the lake to where we ended up going. It took like 10 minutes to get around. We're at this rock. It's like a 12-foot drop into the water, and then it's really deep by the water. David was skeptical of the rock's safety, so I went to go jump in. And to David's point about how quiet it was, I literally hear him from across the lake. He goes, "Here's where Karl fucking cracks his skull and dies."
You heard me say that?
Yeah. And I was like, "I can hear you, dude." Like, and he did not say it loudly. He said it like to Andrew, who was sitting right next to him, and I'm 300 feet away across the lake. And I'm like, "Hey, I can hear you."
Yeah, it was really quiet. It was awesome. Yeah, so we did this huge hike. Gorgeous. Get back to the campsite. Cook up some fucking slop.
David literally had fucking like
Gruel.
slop for peasants
Dude,
for
it was
dinner.
fucked
It was
up.
crazy.
I made an entire packet. I knew I needed calories because my legs were screaming. So I made an entire packet of instant mashed potatoes, but they made them kind of watery by accident.
I was gonna say a choice that a professional in cuisine would make.
And then I cooked up an entire can of Spam, and then I mixed that together, and then on top of that, I had a can of spicy sausage jambalaya from Campbell's, and I put that on top as well, and I just mixed it all together, and I just put it on a plate, and I just had this mound of fucking slop. And
It was delicious.
slurped
too.
it up.
Yeah, it
slurped
was
it
so
up.
good. I ate 4 cans of Progresso loaded baked potato soup.
No clam chowder that night.
No clam. I don't.
We went through our clam provisions night one.
Yeah, tasted like butane.
Oh, it was
Fucked up.
I don't know. I think something's wrong with my camp cups. I think I don't know.
Drank 1,000 beers.
Dude, it was
like 1 million.
It was a lot. We drank a lot.
was
And then we
fun.
came back from camping back here, and then we continued to drink. And then the next night I was like, I don't really feel like it. But then at that point I had hatched the idea of having a sober stint. Because on the drive home from camping, I was having a conversation with Colin, and we were both like, maybe we should like knock this off for a minute. Like, this is a lot. And then instantly when we got home, the first thing I did was have a Kester cooler. So,
God, I mean, listen. Shout out to MacLeods Brewing Company.
You guys don't know about Kester Cooler. Kester Cooler is made by MacLeods Brewing, and it tastes just like Hawaiian Punch, but it's alcoholic.
I don't get.
You
why
want to hear something crazy? One time we went to MacLeod's for the 10 a.m. games, for the football games, and I started my day. The first thing in my body was a Kester Cooler.
Oh my God,
It was
dude.
so fucked up.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, so, yeah, it was gorgeous fucking week. Gorgeous week. And it was kind of poetic because the day Andrew was leaving, it was pretty nice. And then the day Andrew left, it was super windy the night before, so the pool was filled with leaves. And like that's how I kind of know it's fall here is when like the pool gets filled with the leaves, but and especially from the flowers on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just it was pretty chilly, and I was like, all right, fall's here. It's official. I mean,
yeah, it was really windy that day because I was at work that morning and I had to not put the umbrellas out, and I was literally like, in the mornings it gets really busy, so I just don't even bother trying to go outside sometimes to take a break because it's like the second I walk out, I have to walk back in and help a customer or whatever. But I was addicted to going outside, and I sat down with one of my customers, and I was like, yo, this like feels like I'm at home right now. The wind and like the like mixture of the cold and warm air like hitting you at the same time from the wind. It was so nice that morning.
Yeah, it was very fall.
Yeah.
I've been craving getting back to PA for fall, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I don't know. We thought about it.
Fall's over, dude.
You're fucking telling me, dude. You're fucking telling me. Fall's fucking over.
Yeah.
Summer is nigh.
Summer is nigh. Yeah. No, I wanted to go home for fall so bad. I really wanted to be home for Halloween. But
Halloween, right before Halloween, and Halloween is the time to be in Pennsylvania.
yeah, I really wanted to make that
Thanksgiving
happen,
is kind of too late. It's basically winter.
well, that, and it's like if you want to see like the leaves and have like the autumn experience, you got to
gotta
go a
go.
little earlier. Yeah.
I want that. Man, I got to make that happen.
October's the month, you know?
Indeed. You ever date? No, you never really. Like, there's the drive from Philly to Boston. There's this like highway in Connecticut. It's just a 2-lane highway.
Oh, yeah.
And
Colin almost fucking killed me on that highway.
Yeah. It's not the greatest highway. I mean, it's kind of sketchy. It's like windy and whatever.
No,
what was
funny
he doing?
story about that. Colin was tailgating the fuck out of a student driver on that highway.
Oh, good. I'm glad to know the stickers are doing their fucking job.
Please be patient.
Please
Colin
be patient.
was like, honking at him and shit. Like, we were fucking with him at one point, but yeah.
So that highway, it's kind of hard to pass people. It's like very...
Because it's windy. Even if it is 2 lanes, it's like it's like fucking trying to pass somebody on Franklin.
But it's gorgeous. It's like they're every couple miles or something there'll be
Or Lincoln.
a bridge, and then like it's old stone, and the trees are overlooking the hanging over the highway, and those trees turn to colors, and like it's unbelievable. It looks like if you asked ChatGPT to generate fall oasis, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah. You know what I think about a lot is our drive to when we had our senior week and we took the
Kankamangas Highway.
Yeah, we took the Kankamangas in New Hampshire to Vermont to drop Joey off for his family thing, whatever. And we were listening to Random Access Memories, and the 4 of us were just in a Ford commercial.
Yeah.
Fucking Ford Escape commercial next to the Kankamangas.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Speaking of home, you guys know about well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but there was a viral art installation not so long ago where they connected New York City to Dublin, Ireland via a portal.
Oh.
And eventually, I don't know who was the facilitator of this, if it was the Irish or the Americans, but they had to shut it down because people were doing too much brouhaha in front of the portals.
What did you just say?
Brouhaha?
Is that like shenanigans?
Shenanigans. Yeah. Mostly, I think the problem was that people started like literally flashing the thing.
I would... Go ahead.
Anywho, New York City didn't work out too well. They were acting inappropriately. So they decided to now open one in Philadelphia, which will not go well. David.
Philadelphia.
What would you do in front of the portal?
Show my butthole.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I mean, David and I have done that
Oh my
already.
God! There's a photo of Karl's. There is a photo of me and Karl standing on Broad Street, which is like the main street in Philadelphia, right in front of City Hall, in the middle of traffic, cars on either side, and I have my pants down and my cock is out, and Karl is spreading his ass cheeks on the fucking street.
That is a crazy picture.
I'm not gonna put that one up.
That does exist.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
okay, I will say this.
Before the portal even turned on, somebody cracked it. It hadn't
Really?
even been unveiled yet, and somebody like threw a rock at it. And
I will say
cracked.
this. I will say this. Don't get me wrong. I love Philadelphia lore. And I love the fucking like being pieces of shit and the Eagles win and we destroy the city. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it's gotten to a point where people are leaning into it so hard that sometimes it's a little bit forced. Well, you know? And what needs to happen, I think eventually everyone's going to kind of come to this conclusion, and then it will settle, and then it will come out again, the true like craziness. But that being said, Philadelphia has that lore. Oh, they're a bunch of fucking crazy people.
Well, we're also not there. All we have is the perception of it that we see on like Instagram and TikTok and shit, and like when we send each other.
I'm talking about like when we lived there.
I mean, kids suck. I mean, that's always been a thing. Is like, yo, the fucking craziest people in Philadelphia, like 90% of the time, are just some fucking assholes. Literally, they will say like just the fucking asshole kids that take the train in from Doylestown that want to just fuck shit up and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a real grit to Philadelphia that exists that isn't as destructive or obnoxious, but they are fucking assholes, which is hilarious.
Sure.
Just doesn't include,
I'm just talking about the kind of shenanigans that are going to occur at the portal.
It's at Love Park too. It's not going to be actually representative of Philadelphia. It's going to be a bunch of fucking bullshit. Like, but it's not going to go well. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine if that thing is there if the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They're going to pick that thing up and they're going to take it away.
The Eagles are not going to win the fucking Super Bowl.
Don't say that.
I'm going to say it.
Why?
I don't like talking about sports because we're very bad.
No, we're not very bad. We're trending up. Okay.
Whoa.
Sorry.
No, we're not.
We're trending upwards. Dude, we just destroyed the Giants.
Oh, we destroyed the Giants? Come on.
We have a good team. It's early in the season.
No, it's not. We're not Super Bowl contenders this year. I don't care what you're saying. I appreciate the optimism, but we're not that good of a team. It's not our year. It's not our year.
We could have it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Never lose hope, David.
I've lost hope.
Revolutions are built on hope.
I've lost a lot of hope in Jalen Hurts. I think without Kelsey, and it's very obvious without Kelsey, without AJ Brown on the other side, he's good. He's not a bad quarterback.
Yeah,
but he's not.
Is Devontae Smith still injured?
Didn't he just fucking annihilate his Achilles yesterday?
Wide receiver? No.
Oh, no.
No. He got a concussion 2 weeks ago. I think he's still out.
Who just annihilated their Achilles?
On the Eagles?
No, on the Browns.
Oh, I don't know. Haven't been watching.
I don't know.
I was so bummed. I missed the game, and then I put it on in the fourth quarter. And the last 9 minutes of that game, for all of you football fans out there, was just Eagles put in all of their backups because they don't want to injure their starters when they're up 4 possessions. The score is like 28-3. Giants are fucking god awful, and they literally just took turns going 3 and out and punting the ball back and forth to each other.
Did you see the Commanders versus Panthers?
I didn't.
I
watch
turned
any
it on.
football.
It was 38-0.
All I know
to 0.
Well, the Panthers are horrible.
Obviously,
they're the worst team. Them or the Raiders are easily the worst team.
Whoa!
Stop! You don't know.
Whoa.
The Raiders are so bad.
What do you mean I don't know? Raider Nation.
I
like the Raiders.
Did you see we'll get off football right now, but you're going to be very happy about this. Did you see that Zach Wilson has had a better start to the season than Aaron Rodgers is having this year?
Let's fucking go.
Zach Wilson went 3-4 in his first 7 games as the Jets quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is 2-5.
Because Zach Wilson is the fucking GOAT.
Yeah, dude. Where is he now? The Broncos? Let's ride.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, he broke his Achilles?
Bruh. Yeah.
He's done. He's never going to play.
There's a video of it. He like steps back and you just watch it like pop.
Oh, I thought that was Aaron Rodgers last year. I saw that video.
He did that. It's like Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah. You guys know the thing about Aaron Rodgers seeing the Hat Man or some shit? Browns are poop.
Oh.
He did the same thing as Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron, what'd you say?
Aaron Rodgers
sees the Hat Man.
Did we talk about that?
No.
So you guys know what the Hat Man is? The Hat Man is a figure and the thing. A lot of people see the Hat Man when they're having night terrors, and everybody reports seeing a similar figure. It's a dude with a big, like, wide-brimmed hat, and I don't know what the lore is. Whether he saw the Hat Man on ayahuasca, or he was seeing the Hat Man and went to go take ayahuasca to stop seeing the Hat Man. I think it's the first one. I think he saw it on our ayahuasca. But it makes me way happier to think that Aaron Rodgers is being haunted by the Hat Man and then went to take ayahuasca to fix it. That makes me more happy, but I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, I mean it's a common entity that coincidentally people seem to see when they are experiencing sleep paralysis or nightmares or whatever.
Justine's texting me about the Browns. She told me this, and I think it's fucking crazy. When Deshaun Watson snapped his Achilles and they carted him off the field, Browns fans cheered.
Yeah, nobody likes that guy.
They were the entire stadium was cheering for this dude's career-ending injury.
Yeah, well, no one likes him. He's he's a piece of shit, dude.
Is he a piece of shit like person?
Oh yeah, he has like lots of sexual assault cases against him. Like he's a bad person. Yeah, no, he's a Heisman winning. He was like a Heisman winning #1 draft pick like 5 years ago. 5-6 years ago. And his like no one gives a shit about him, no one wants him. He also didn't turn out to be that great in the NFL, but like yeah.
I was trying so hard to come up with a pun. You said Heisman, I thought Heinz, and I thought about vegetables, but he's not a vegetable. He's just
a bad football player
just his Achilles.
And bad person.
He's not a vegetable. All right, we should wrap this up.
His Achilles snapped like a piece of
celery. Heinz ketchup on celery. V8. Tomatoes. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Sorry we missed last week. We're going to try not to do this. This podcast might start looking a little bit different. It's, yeah. All right. Goodbye.